Hello everyone, welcome back to Pably. So in this video we are going to understand how to create Salesforce lead for mutual funds Facebook lead ads. So I'm running a mutual funds company, and to promote my company I'm using Facebook lead ads, and I wish that as soon as a new lead is received in my Facebook lead ads, automatically a lead should be created in my Salesforce account too. For this, we are going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Salesforce. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pably Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also wish to learn how to do this process step by step, then follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to learn how to create Salesforce lead for mutual funds Facebook lead ads. So to do this, I've already opened the landing page of Pably simply by searching pably.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as you'll open the landing page of Pably, you are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pably apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pably. But in today's video we are going to use Pably Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And as you can see that now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create Salesforce lead for mutual funds Facebook lead ads. And then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. By this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now we are going to select our trigger application which is Facebook lead ads, because I want that as soon as a new Facebook lead ad is submitted, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for Facebook lead ads and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new lead instant, and then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook lead ads account with your Pably's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Facebook lead ads. And now it is asking me to select my account, so I'm going to select it and then we are going to click on continue. And as soon as we are going to click on continue, you can see that we have successfully connected our Facebook lead ads account with our Pably's workflow. And now it is asking me for the page. So the name of my page is InvestWise. This is the company that I'm running, which is a mutual funds company. And I wish that as soon as I receive a new Facebook lead ad through this Facebook page, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for the same page right over here, which is InvestWise. So I'm going to search for it, and over here you can see the same. So I'm going to select it. And now it is asking me for the lead gen form. So I'm going to select this form which is lead ads form, because I want to create this automation only for this form. I want that only the leads of this particular form should be added in my Salesforce. If you wish to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen form or any another particular form you wish to create the automation for. And after selecting my particular form, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission/record. So in order to capture the webhook response, we have to do a test submission. And in order to do a test submission, we are going to open a new tab, and over here we are going to search for Meta for Developers. And then we are going to open Meta for Developers. And as you can see that this is the landing page of Meta for Developers. From here we are going to go on more and then tools. And then we are going to scroll and select lead ads RTO debug tool. And over here you can see that it is opening my lead ads testing tool. So we are going to use this tool in order to create a test submission. So first I'm going to select the page and the form. So as you know, the name of my page is InvestWise. So over here you can see the same. So I'm going to select it, and the name of my form is lead ads form. So I'm going to select it, and then we are going to click on preview form. And over here you can see that it is asking me for some details like first name, last name, email, phone number and company name. So we are going to fill in these details. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as demo. For the last name, I'm going to keep it as user. Email as demoUser@pablytuts.com. And now for the phone number, I'm going to enter it as this. And for the company name, we are going to enter it as Pabli. And now after entering all our details, we are going to click on continue and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that Lead Ads testing tool has sent the details of our submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabli has captured the response or not. And yes, you can see Pabli has captured the response. Here's the first name we entered, the last name. Over here you can see the email, the phone number and the company name. So with this, our trigger step is successful, and now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select Salesforce because I want that as soon as I receive a new Facebook lead ad of my mutual fund company, automatically that lead should be added in my Salesforce account too. So I'm going to search for Salesforce, and over here you can see the same. So I'm going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create lead. So over here you can see create lead. So we are going to select it, and again we are going to click on connect. And as you can see, again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Salesforce account with your Pabli's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, again you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Salesforce. And as you can see that it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow and give Pabli all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabli. And as soon as we are going to click on allow, you can see that we have successfully connected our Salesforce account with our Pabli's workflow. And now it is asking me for some details. So we are going to map these details. Mapping is a method by Pabli which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Facebook lead ads as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new lead received. So I'll give you an example that if I'm going to enter the last name as user right over here manually, it will not change with every new lead because this is a static information. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, it will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here. So over here for the last name, I'm going to map the last name. For that, I'm going to search for last name. And as you can see, user right over here, so we are going to map it. We are going to do same for the first name also. I'm going to search for it. And as you can see, demo, so we are going to map it. And now it is asking me for the title. So as you can see that this is not the required field. So we are going to leave it as blank. And now it is asking me for the company. So again, we are going to do same. I'm going to search for company. And as you can see, the company Pabli. So I'm going to map it. We are going to do same for the phone. We are going to search for phone. And as you can see this number, so I'm going to map it. Same we are going to do for the email. So I'm going to search for it. And then we are going to map it. And now it is asking me for the website. So again, you can see website description are not the required field. So again, we are going to leave it as blank. And now it is asking me for the lead source. So I'm going to keep it as web only. It is asking me for the status. So I'm going to keep it as open, not contacted. It is asking me for the rating. So I'm going to keep it as warm. Over here, you can see that it is asking me for the address, city and country. So we are going to leave it as blank because as you can see that these are not the required fields. And I have not collected these information from my leads. So that's why I'm going to leave it as blank, and then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that our lead has been created in our Salesforce account too using the same details we received from our Facebook lead ads. So I'm going to open my Salesforce and then we are going to check that if a new lead has been created or not. And over here you can see that this is my Salesforce account and I've already logged in it. So it is always advised to log in your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. And now we are going to search over here the email address of our lead. So I'm going to search for demo user@pablitudes.com. We are going to search for it. And over here you can see same that I've created. So I'm going to open it. And yes, you can see demo user, the company name Pabli. Over here you can see the lead source, the lead status, the rating, the email and the phone number that we entered. So with this, our workflow is successful and I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, I'm going to open my lead ads testing tool. We are going to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. Otherwise, you will not be able to create a new lead or preview the form. So again, we are going to select the page and the form as InvestWise and lead ads form. And then we are going to click on preview form again. And as you can see, again, it is asking me for the same details. So I'm going to fill in the details. First name as test, last name as user. So I'm going to enter it. Email as testuser@pablitudes.com. For the phone number, I'm going to keep it as this time. And now for the company name, I'm going to keep it as Pablitudes. So I'm going to enter it. And now after entering all the details, I'm going to click on continue and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that Lead Ads testing tool has sent the details of our lead to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new lead with the same details in our Salesforce account too. So I'm going to open my Salesforce and check that if a new lead has been created or not. And this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. We'll directly open our Salesforce account. And over here we are going to search for the email address that we entered, which is testuser@pablitudes.com. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to open it. And over here you can see it has been created, so I'm going to open and show it to you. Over here you can see the name test user, the company Pablitudes. Over here you can see the lead source, the lead status, the email, the rating and the phone number that we entered. So with this, our workflow is successful and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For our trigger application, we selected Facebook lead ads. For the trigger event, we selected new lead instant. For the action application, we selected Salesforce. For the action event, we selected create lead because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received in my Facebook lead ads, automatically a lead should be created in my Salesforce too with the help of same details. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here, you can see the lead I created with the help of this workflow in our real-time example, which is test user. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.